Hi everyone, this is Keith Garber from Zeroing Software. I want to give you guys a quick look at our mock-up for a new admin portal. So to dive right into it, you'll notice that we have a new dashboard. So what we want to achieve is making you, when you log in, you'll see more stuff that's more relevant to what you need to do. So like under summary, it could be your API usage or your mapping usage. Under pending requests, it would be locked users. Maybe some forms that you need to take action on. And then on the top right here, you'll see that quick links to actions. So instead of always having to click on edit users, you can just kind of click on create a user and it'll take you right to that spot. And then the views here, we're actually using something that we've already implemented in the past called stored filters. We were able to actually create this filter and save it, and so that way you don't need to recreate the filter every time you log into our portal. So for example, if you only want to see the last, all the inspections that have failed in the last 30 days, you can just save one of these filters and click on it and it'll show you the data right away. Some of these tiles down here are just some ideas, maybe showing how many records were uploaded in one day on a particular form, or which users were locked. This is still kind of, we love to hear some ideas from you about what you would like to see here. Key metrics, this would probably be close to pending requests, so this may not be useful, but we'll see. Updates, so you'll get links to your help desk or about new features, releases, enhancements, and things like that. And then going on to the top right here, so instead of having the My Profile under the users, you would be able to click on your name here, and then you would see your billing and your all the other things that you'll be able to do before, like change your password or anything like that. Help would be maybe take you to help desk or show you some articles that's relevant to what you're looking at. Notifications, so this could be maybe assigned forms or your billing is about to expire or anything like that. So move on to the next page here. And so we're going to the user tab here. So what I'd like to show off here is that you have your user group on your left, and then on the middle side here, you have your license and your username information here. So what we try to do is combine our license page and our user page into one. So that way you don't need to go to license to find out which users are using them. You can all find it out just in one page. And so we're still kind of playing around the UI, but maybe it would say John Smith has 3 licenses, and then when you hover your mouse over, it'll show off those 3 devices that's being used as licenses. And then on the left side, you have your user groups. So if you click on the user group here, it'll actually filter out the users based on that user group. And then you can do click on these check marks to actually do a batch action. So that could be assigning a form to those 5 users instead of always having to go to the form to assign a form to specific users. So you can actually assign forms from users itself. So these are just some inline filters. So you'd be able to search, anybody that's Smith or anything like that. So just some basic filters there. This is when the filters are applied, and you'll see that there are only 4 of them show up, and then they'll show off all the data there. And then if you highlight on the user group too, it'll only show all the users that are part of that particular user group. And then this is going into the views. And so you'll be able to add your new views or click on here to see the data in there. So this is just the sample, so you can have some data charts or in some other data list here. And then this is where you would actually build the data. One thing that we haven't quite mocked up yet would be the forms, but it would be very similar to the users, where you would have your You could filter based on user group, and you would have your forms here. And then under actions, you could have like show data or export data or anything like that. So that would all be under one tab instead of always having to and form assignment. So you could do form assignment and look at data all within one view. And then also when you create a user, you'll be able to create it, and then in that same action be able to assign a form to that user, or maybe assign it to a user group already. So well, our goal here is to kind of streamline a lot of tasks and make it easier for people when they come in. Another idea that we've had was if you are a server admin, we know that you always have to go to manage profiles and then always select a profile, manage it, go add your users there. And if you need to add a user somewhere else, you need to manage a different profile and do that. So one thought was to put maybe a profile ID selector here, or you can choose your company name here. That way you can click on there, go straight to that profile, and add a user there. And if you need to add another one, you just click on here again and click a new profile. You don't always have to go to manage profiles. So yeah, just want to show you a quick glimpse. Would love to hear some feedback. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.